Welcome back to the channel. We are here March 18th, and this is going to be the breakdown for Draftkings for March 19th. 10 game slate, absolutely jam-packed for Friday to go with your, March Madness that is finally starting. Big upsets already happening, comebacks out of nowhere. But we are here for NBA. We're going to start 7K and below, starting with the point guard position. And I have some great plays for you for today for this slate. Let's start off with a really cheap guy so you can pay up um, for your stars. And this is a situation where we got news that Stephen Curry will be out. So you have to make a decision between Nico Mannion right here, the rookie, and the dude that, LeBron like smacked in the face, or Brad Wanamaker at 3,200. Okay, we got Nico Mannion, who's been getting very consistent minutes. I didn't even notice this. He's been producing, 12, 19, 18, but he's been very, very active. A little bit of foul trouble in some of these games, but he can definitely shoot the three. He has a nice eye for his assists. Get you a couple steals and a couple rebounds. If he's getting a full allotment of minutes, I'm all in on Nico Mannion compared to Brad Wanamaker, who is going to be, he's right here, 3K the flat min. So yeah, just a $200 price discrepancy. And then Brad Wanamaker's been getting the same a lot of minutes, 17, 12, 22. He's been doing okay, but I just like what I see out of Nico Mannion. Obviously, he's playing for minutes. He's a rookie. He's a little more hungrier. Brad Wanamaker is more of a veteran. Dude that just hops on team from team. I like if they give Nico Mannion the starting position for that game, then I'm going to lean towards him. And I even like him off the bench because he's going to be running that second unit and he'll get more usage. So I'm leaning more to the rookie than the veteran in this situation. Let's move on to our next guy. We have Kemba Walker. I was riding him, was it like 2 weeks ago when he was below like a very, very cheap price, like 6K. I think he was even at 5 at one point. He's been boosting up to 7K, and now he's at 67 because he took a day of rest, so they dropped his price. And now this is a situation where he's going up against Sacramento Kings, who are one of the worst defenses in the league. They really give up tons of points. They don't pressure. They don't play great defense. It's just a young running gun team, and the Boston Celtics need Kemba Walker to score. They miss his usage. When that game that he missed, they wind up losing to the Cleveland Cavaliers. So Kemba Walker at 6,700 is a must play. He doesn't belong anywhere near, the 6K range. He's a 7K and above guy. They just have a ton of problems with this Boston offense, even with Marcus Smart back being such a great defender. Kemba Walker at 6,700 is way too cheap. I found another gem for you guys for the more like a shooting guard, but we got news that there's no Michael Carter Williams, no Cole Anthony, no Markelle Fultz, obviously. So the point guard who's for the Orlando Magic is going to be Chasan Randall. And is he even playing right now? Let's double check this. Wow, Orlando lost, but let's see the minutes, how the minutes broke down. I'm going to double check this just really quick. Okay, so Chasan Randall got you 30 minutes. Minutes equal money. Only 5 points, 1 steal, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. So he could get you there just off peripherals. He's not that great of a basketball player. But if you're getting a 3K guy with 30 minutes, you kind of have to play it. Especially in an up-tempo environment going up against the Brooklyn Nets. By all means, they're not going to stay close against this team, but they will put up a fight, and since they have no other answers at the point guard position, Chasan Randall should be the guy. Next, we're going to move on to Karis LeVert. I gave him in the last video. He did very solid. He didn't smash for you guys, but 35 DK, obviously, he showed up against his former team. Could have shot a little bit better, but, what do you expect for his third game back? He's only going to get better and better. He belongs definitely in that 7K range. So that game is going to come. And point guards as of late, have been destroying the Miami Heat. So maybe Karis LeVert can get things cooking at 6,900. I love him at this price. And he fits my video because I am 7K and below. So you have to use him before he is gone. Next, another guard, Tyrese Halliburton, the point guard. I gave you him in the last video. See the minutes. This is the key. If he's getting over 30 minutes, he is back in full and ready to go. At 5,700, way too cheap. He was almost reaching that 7K range, and he's got huge blow spots: 52 DK, 48 DK, 31 DK, at a very, very modest price. Coming back from the injury, he is back, and this is the number 2 rookie in the league right now, Tyrese Halliburton. I love this guy. Very quirky shot, but it is very, very, very effective. I like what I see out of this kid. Next guard that we have. So we had a ton of guards tomorrow for tomorrow's slate in a 10-game slate. Tyler Hero, just play it. At this point, he's just too cheap. I don't care if he gets me 20. I'm taking him because I know what he can do. I'm taking it. By all means, I'm taking it. 41 DK against Orlando. Oh man, I'm gonna just keep playing. You stay at that slot machine, man. You stay at the gamblers understand. You stay at that slot machine until your number hits. All right, we're gonna go with Tyler Hero. Next, we're gonna go to Kenyon Martin Jr. I don't know what they call him. They call him KJ. I seen Kevin on FanDuel. Then they got Kenyon Martin Jr. on another site. Martin Jr. Okay, Jr. That's what we're gonna call him. So if I type in his last name, he should pop up right here. KJ. They got KJ Martin Jr. KJ Martin Jr. 5,200. Man is super explosive. 6'6", got some bounce, power forward, can rebound, can score, can shoot threes. He has the complete game. He's getting minutes for this horrible team and going against a very bad team in the Detroit Pistons. So this should be a complete shit show. And there should be not ton of points. There should be no problem scoring in this game because both of these teams play bad defense. So we're going to play KJ Martin Jr. at 5,200. I like the kid, and he is one of the cheaper Houston Rockets that we can afford because Kevin Porter Jr. is above and Oladipo is above. But at least he, who is getting minutes and producing, I like what I see out of this kid. Next, we have Larry Nance Jr. finally back from his little hiatus, and then Kevin Love is out, so now he's going to get a full allotment of minutes. You see against Miami, you see against Boston, 38 minutes, 37 minutes, and look at the production here. I wish you guys would have really took advantage of the 4,700 price, but now just bumped up just a little smidge. San Antonio, a very tough team on the road, but that doesn't mean they're going to lock him down and stop him from being, such an active player because he gets assists, he gets rebounds, he can score. He's even hitting threes now. Obviously, he's super athletic, so blocks will be there as well. 5,200, Larry Nance Jr. is one of my favorite small forward plays. Next is going to be Saddiq Bey, the rookie. Let's get him before, he goes really off. He had a huge game against Toronto, 54 DK. Let's just see. It's a heat check. This is a heat check play. He went 6 for 10 from the three-point line. If he does this again, you'll be glad that you put him in your lineup. Obviously, he's getting a ton of minutes with Detroit because they have nothing else, to use. But if he still has that hot hand, by all means, he's going to be fully worth that 5K price. I like Saddiq Bey, and that is technically the Nets pick right there. We just had to happen to trade him. And then last but not least, we're going to finish it off with Mason Plumlee for the Detroit Pistons going to be against Houston because they don't really have a big man. Christian Wood is obviously a solid big man, but this is going to be a particular up-tempo game, very sloppy, so you should be able to see rebounds, steals, blocks, and assists. That type of stuff for Mason Plumlee to go off at 6K. He's had some triple doubles this season. His man is multifaceted. You see against Toronto, triple double with 50 DK. You see against New Orleans, 49 DK. He's just super versatile big man and in a positive game script. I want Mason Plumlee at that 6K range. Now let's go over to FanDuel, see what we like, and see if the prices are very similar. So Mason Plumlee is 6K on DraftKings. He's 5,700 on FanDuel. I like that play if you want to, sacrifice the number one center for a cheaper center and pay up other spots. By all means, do so. Other guys that we're going to look at, Sadiq Bey is going to be way cheaper on FanDuel. He's 4,300 on FanDuel, and he is 5K on DraftKings. So this is a FanDuel play, so we're going to put him in there. We'll drop it down a little bit. Next guy we're going to go to Kenyon Martin Jr. See, they got Kenyon Martin in this. They have Kenyon Martin in this. It's KJ in one, Kenyon Martin another. What's his other name? I want to know what's his birth certificate name. That's what I want to know. So we can get Kenyon Martin Jr. at 52K. Same price on both sides. So either or, it's up to you. Tyler Hero is going to be the same price as well. We don't need to look at him. Tyrese Halliburton is a little bit more expensive. So FanDuel understands that this man has a ton of upside. They're going to be there. They're already ahead of the curve. DraftKings needs to catch up. So there's more value with Halliburton on DraftKings instead of FanDuel. Next, Karis LeVert. He is still super, super cheap. So you got a huge value the last game Karis LeVert played because he was 4,400 on FanDuel. Now he's 5,600. They only boosted him up $1,200. And he still is a lock. A lock. I gave him you as a lock in the last video. He is a lock in this one for FanDuel because I don't know. They don't think he's going to do something. I don't get it. But you're getting they already started your lineup. There. Put Karis LeVert in. Next, Chason Randall. I told you that he's very risky, but the minutes will be there. You can get really, really creative and really save a lot of salary if you use Randall at 3,600 and use Nico Mannion. And you get really, really crazy in these lineups. There's a lot of potential in FanDuel tomorrow. Nico Mannion, who I spoke about earlier on DraftKings, you can get him for 3,500. Just a little bit more expensive than you can get him on DraftKings, but the minutes will be there with Stephen Curry being out. And let me know how you guys feel about the core. Gave you some really cheap guys, some 3K value finally has popped up. Do you agree with Nico Mannion? Would you rather go with the veteran and Brad Wanamaker? Comment down below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessNetJSD. We are almost at 300 subscribers. We are at 290. Let's keep pushing, keep sharing, and I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Peace out.